Now, we all trick-or-treated before, and maybe we cosplayed as our favorite superhero then. But I'm not talking about trick-or-treating. I'm talking about when you got done watching a superhero movie or any type of movie that you liked, you felt like having those exact powers or those exact abilities. Let's take, for example, some people's favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Let's say that you're around the ages of 4 to 9, and you thought, wow, that was a great movie. Let me be like him. So you go around web swinging, just acting like a total fool, and trying to crawl on walls and stuff. Then after a certain amount of time that passed, you realize that you don't have the powers. And after that, you get sad because now you're back to your little mini life with no powers. But let me explain to you my favorite superheroes to cosplay when I got done watching their movie. So we got Ghost Rider, and if you don't know what Ghost Rider is, you're missing out on one of the most mediocre movies, but it has a special place in my heart. Then we have Flash and Reverse Flash. Yes, I know. Reverse Flash is not a superhero. He's a supervillain. But these two characters have a special place in my heart as well. Then we have Superman, Venom. Venom? Yes, Venom is an anti-hero, but he's just too badass. And legit, one of my favorite movies as well. Then we have Black Panther, Batman, Wolverine, Spider-Man, like we already mentioned. But before I get started, let me explain these stories with invisibility. Okay, let's just say that when I was a child, I had some weird urges. So every time it starts like this, it's me and this girl in a classroom. Wait, why am I even telling you this? Just forget it. Okay, boom. Let's talk about my top 3 favorite superheroes to cosplay when I got done watching their movie. When I got done watching a Wolverine movie, it made me feel like I could be just like him. I felt if I tried hard enough, maybe, just maybe, bone claws might come on my knuckles. But no matter how much I tried, it never worked. But who cares? With the power of a kid's mind, you can make anything come true. And I just ran around slicing air, but in my head, I thought that I was fighting enemies, and I felt like I was in a movie. Then after a certain amount of time, I locked back into reality, and I felt worthless. Number 2, my favorite superhero to cosplay as was Venom. I genuinely loved the Venom movie. I just remember me trying to transform to human to symbiote, then just me dangling and swinging my tongue around. From me jumping on walls, to me shape-shifting, to me going on all fours, and just being super cool. Yeah! Then after a certain amount of time, I locked back into reality, and I felt worthless again. Honorable mentions. Ghost Rider. He actually made me feel like an immortal beast. With me whipping my chain around, that's on fire. And me riding a bike, that's also on fire. And this was just a great movie. Second honorable mentions. Sakuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. And this was recent, like from season 2. I just remembered me watching the fight scene between Sakuna and Magarudo. And just me analyzing and just saying that this guy is badass. But it's not like I ever tried being him, cause like, you know, I'm older and stuff. Now for the moment of truth. The number 1 spot goes to The Flash. To me, this is the best series ever made. And if you haven't watched it yet, you're missing out, man. And hands down has the best plot and the best story. Like, just look at how Barry Allen got his powers. He was working on an investigation, and then in the distance he sees a particle accelerator explode. Then the lightning strikes him, making him get pushed back into the chemicals and basically infusing the chemicals in his body and basically making him have powers and super speed. And the reason why I like Flash so much is because back then I was actually fast. I mean, I was like 90 pounds at 7 years old, but I always remember, run, Barry, run. So me cosplaying him was just me running as fast as I can. How do I end this? Oink.